Hey Pims, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but just know that your girl is back and stronger than before, okay? Today, I'm going to get into something that I'll be doing a little new on my channel called Thankful Thursdays. And what it basically will be is every Thursday, I'm just going to kind of get on here and tell you about my journey with faith, basically. It's literally me telling you where I've been in my journey with the Lord, I know that there's not a lot of videos, or there very well may be, I just haven't come across them too much, but then again, I haven't searched for it either, so how about I do that first? But I know this is something that I have never talked about on my channel before, and I just wanted to share because I feel like sometimes, people are in the same situation that you're in and you just don't know it. And it's better to speak about it because then you know how much you're supported and how much you are relatable to others, and maybe can get some advice or give advice about the situation. So Thankful Thursdays is all about just my journey with the Lord, what I've been feeling, why I'm even on this journey, what I've been learning, and what am I doing to kind of get closer to God. So if you're interested in a video like this, please stay tuned, and I'm just going to break down a few things of what I've been doing lately in regards to my faith. So guys, first I want to start off with this. Let's see if that'll focus. Is that focusing? There we go. For a while I have been struggling with my faith in the sense of just building my relationship with God. And I grew up in the church. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I would say, my father, one of my uncles actually, became a pastor, and we went to go, visit him on his new journey becoming a pastor. And my father ended up really connecting when we went to go support my uncle. And after that day, we ended up being in church like every Sunday up until the age for me of about 14 years old, 15 years old. And the reason why I ended up stopped going to the church around that time is just some life events. My mother and father had actually got a divorce around that time, kind of being rebellious and not even realizing, but I had stopped going actively to church. I never gave up on God in a sense. However, I just wasn't as active in the faith as I once was when I was younger. So over the years, I felt myself struggling. I've never had the big urge to go back into a church, and I felt wrong about that. And so I never expressed it to anyone. So people would be like, what's your religion, or what's your faith? And I just like, I'm Christian. And they'll be like, what church you go to? And I'll just be like, my house. And I don't think to me, I didn't think it was anything wrong with that. Like, I prayed. I didn't pray every day, but I prayed when, a lot of times when I needed him the most, and not just for thanks. And deep down inside me, I just know that I believe in God. Like, I just feel it. I have faith. It's simply the word faith. Like, I just have faith that there is a God who sacrificed himself for my sins, who basically created everything that we see. It's unfathomable how, look at the world we live in. Look at the waterfalls. Look at the sun. Look at the sky. Look at just look at it all. Someone did this. Something did this. So that is what always held me to my faith, is that we didn't get here by accident. All of this just didn't come about. So within that, as I kind of got older, struggling, not wanting to really go into a church just based off of, the typical church things, hypocrites, not feeling like, just really not feeling it. Like, people is in your face one way, and you just, even spirits, I'll tell you this, like, I was young when I stopped going to the church, right? And it wasn't that someone specifically did anything to me, or it wasn't because, you know, I heard something. It was literally just what I felt around the people that I was around. It was literally people's energy that would approach me, you know, saying hello to my father or my mother, and then, you know, approach, you know, saying hello to me. And it was just, and it was multiple people, I will say that their aura and their energy at the age of 14, I noticed this, was just something that made me uncomfortable. So when my mother and father got a divorce, and it was like up to us if we decided that we wanted to go back, I never went back. And even to this moment, I have not actively been into a church. I don't have a church home or anything like that. However, I have, you know, been through the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, and I'm coasting right now, but you never know where life is going to take you, right? So one thing that I know that I always run back to is God. So I said, this is the time. And this is before this whole coronavirus outbreak, but it was weighing on me for a little while to say, like, you need to strengthen that relationship. You need to study more. You need to get closer so that way you feel more comfortable. And that's what I decided to do. So I ended up, at first I was reading the Bible on my phone, and I started reading it on the Holy Bible app. It was just a regular Holy Bible app, and I would have so much anxiety at night that something was just like, read your Bible and see if that helps. Like, I would breathe, I would drink tea, I would, you know, do it all. But I struggle with anxiety, and that's something I've always kind of struggled with, predominantly in my adult years. In my teen years, I did not. However, it kind of hit me a few years ago, I will say. So I started the app on my phone Bible, and noticed that gave me comfort and calming my anxiety down. I couldn't sleep through the night. I would literally wake up almost two to four times a night with broken sleep every day. And then when I started reading my Bible, or when I was finding myself being anxious at night, and I would open up my phone and go to the Bible app, I would read until I just, you know, got tired again, or back into a comfort where I could sleep again. And that worked for me. Like, it literally just worked for me. So then I was like, okay, for some reason the phone was not working for me. So I was like, let me get a Bible. Like, I have a Bible here, but I was like, I want to see if I can get something. Of course, I'm girly, so the cover alone gravitated towards me. It's freaking flowers, and, you know, it's just cute, right? So that was kind of why I bought it. But I also just wanted a woman's Bible too. So I remember growing up, my dad bought us all like these kids' Bibles, and they were pretty cool. So I was like, let me see if I can find, that's really why I went. I was like, let me see if I can find a Bible like I had when I was younger, in like an adult version, which I did. So, and also I will say, I needed a Bible that broke the language down a little bit for me, because, you know, if you're someone who even kind of skimmed through the Bible, the words, the grammar, it's hard. Like, I was like, I can't keep up. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what I was pronouncing. I didn't know how to say the words, and because I don't know how to say it, then I didn't understand it. So I was like, maybe there's a book that can kind of level it down for you, girl, so that way I can grasp the word in my own way and understand it, and then, you know, take it from there. So I came across this women's study Bible off of Amazon, maybe paid about 40 bucks for it, and of course I have Amazon Prime, so it came in 2 days, and I bought this with my own money, and I love it. I love it for the simple fact of, it's the New King James Version. However, it also has it breaks the scriptures down even further for you within the same page. There's also about, I forget if it's 27 or 37 women of faith who put their own touches as to like what these texts mean and what that scripture meant to them, and or what they prophesied from it. So they have like mostly all of the scriptures have some sort of passage or memo from one of the ladies describing the story in kind of their short story. So it's like 3 different ways that you're getting the Bible. So one of them is going to stick with you, and it's all in the language that you understand. There is still some of the grammar from the regular Bible that it's, you know, thy and, you know, thee and stuff like that. But other than that, like those big, you know, the names, the names is my hardest part. Like trying to pronounce the names, I'm just like, listen, God, listen, your girl is, I'm trying. If I butchered some names, you know, help your sister out. So, you know, ever since I got this Bible, same thing. When I get a little anxious at night, I would read it, calms me right down. And you know, everybody has something. If you have anxiety, everybody has something that will calm them down. Sometimes breathing works for me. Sometimes drinking tea does work for me, and sometimes it does not. But one thing that always works is if I take out the Bible and I start reading it, I can normally calm down. So, you know, this journey of trying to get my faith stronger and trying to be a good representation for my children, I want them to grow up knowing God. I want them to grow up like how I did technically, but I just want to do it in a better way. I'm young. I'm pushing it, but I'm young. I'm 29 years old. I have 2 boys, and I just want to be a great mother and a woman of God first, because it just feels right for me. Like, and that's something that I have struggled with, but it has gotten easier for me, and it will continue to get easier, I feel. So I say, you know, I'm thankful for the Lord. I'm thankful for Him giving me strength to even go through half the things that I've been through. And not only that, just everything that I have. I'm really grateful. So this is my Thankful Thursday, to just say, you know, if you want to start somewhere with getting closer to your faith, just do it. There's no right or wrong way. There's no, you have to be in a church. You have to read the Bible like this. You have to pray like that. God knows your heart. And as long as you're trying, you'll get into your own groove of things, and it'll just come so natural. And that's what I had to discover on my own, because for a while I thought I was doing something wrong. Oh, He doesn't hear my prayers because I don't go to church, or He doesn't hear my prayers because I don't know how to pray right. You know, let that doubt escape your mind and just do what feels best for you. Do what feels comfortable and natural for you. And trust me, He hears you. Like, He hears you. It may not be when you want Him to hear you, but, or if you think He's not listening, but He hears you. And I've definitely can bear witness to things that I've asked for and I took for granted, not realizing that I have what I asked for. You know, it may not be in the way that I asked for it or when I asked for it, but a lot of things that I have asked for, it has come into fruition, and I look back and I'm just thankful now. So all of my fellow believers who feel like you're doing it wrong, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Do you. Do what feels right to you, and I promise you it'll get easier. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I will start to kind of, you know, come up with a way to structure this, but this is kind of just my introduction to Thankful Thursdays. you know I love positivity, and what I always say is positivity in motion, and I'm just going to stick by it. So, you know, to you, I wish nothing but positivity, and I ask that you put your positivity in motion and spread it. Let it be contagious. Bye.